What's up, everybody? What's up, MGTOW? So this video is going to be on violent revolutions and also some points on the endorsement of lone wolf shooters. Now, I would be totally with you if this was 1776 and the military had muskets and we had muskets. I'd be right with you handing out pamphlets and getting my muskets ready to fight the other people with muskets. But the reality is, this is not a muskets versus muskets type of thing anymore. And it's a lot more similar to 1984 than 1776. I mean, we can see that Trump is trying to completely repeal the Fourth Amendment. So I could say that that's a lot closer to 1984 than 1776. I guess if you look at the military, it's kind of like a force field in a sense, because the more force that you exert against the military, the more justification they have to beef up the military. So the more you attack the military and the more you fight the military, the more the military is going to be able to justify taking tax money from people, militarizing the police, and of course bringing in DARPA-like utilities and things of that nature. Now, if you don't know what DARPA is, it's the Defense Advanced Research Project Agency, people that invented the internet and killer robots and all that stuff. I'll put some links below to some of the few things that DARPA has come up with in the last decade or so, including AI swarm drones, all types of other drones. And I mean, even you can attach like a machine gun to a regular drone, and only the military is allowed to do that, though. I'm sure some private people do it too. But, I mean, realistically, trying to fight against the deep state, which is who you're actually trying to fight against, because attacking just some low-level politicians or people that work in government offices or people that work at malls or schools, it's not accomplishing anything. It's still such a tiny fraction of the population that does it, and the effect you can see. I mean, come on, how many shootings have there been this year? And people already forgot about it. They're already watching their morning news and wondering what Trump's going to do next or what the Democrats are going to do next. They don't remember. As much as people would like to think that, shooting up a mall or shooting up a school is going to leave this dramatic psychological impact on the country, it doesn't. It doesn't. I mean, people don't even remember the Epstein thing, and that happened like a week ago. So if we look at what DARPA has created, just a few of the things, and if you know what the Continued Operations Program is, which is where the deep state goes into deep underground military bases and waits for everybody else to kill themselves while they have food and water and oxygen and all that stuff down there, you're just playing right into the plan that they have. They would love nothing more than for all the citizens to go crazy so they could justify dropping nuclear bombs on all the cities and just clearing them out. And then that's exactly what they want. They want to kill everybody. So you want to give them a justification for killing everybody? Is that what you want to do? Is that what's so brave, that's so bold and stunning? So taking into account the fact that they have deep underground military bases, and now the DARPA challenge from last year, 2019, was having AIs hack other AIs. So even your top level hackers, your top level computer programmers, they're not able to compete with the AIs. They're not. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen. And now this year, or the upcoming years, 2020 DARPA challenge is that they already have 3 private corporations that are creating systems where bombs can be deployed from space. And now we already have a bunch of systems where bombs can be deployed from space, but this one is going to be delivering small payloads that are able to be directly targeted at specific targets. And they also want to speed up the process of being able to take a payload from Earth, bring it into space, and then drop a bomb on somebody or something or someplace from space as fast as possible. So for those people that don't believe in space, maybe space doesn't exist, but then you'd have to ask the question as why they're creating satellites to deliver bombs from a place that doesn't exist. So you can call me a pussy. You can say, oh, you're a pussy because you're not standing up against the deep state and the government that has bomb payloads that they can deliver from space and deep underground military bases where they can hide out, where nobody even knows where it is. It's ridiculous. You want to call me a pussy? Basically, if you're going to call me a pussy, I better see you on the news within a month, like screaming your channel's tagline and doing whatever you're going to do. Because otherwise, stop calling other people pussies, because you're a pussy then. You're the pussy. If you're not doing it and you're telling other people to do it, that makes you the biggest pussy. You're like a Democrat who's telling people that they're going to take their guns away, but they haven't even had any military training. And they're going to send military people to armed citizens' house to possibly get shot when they're sitting in their mansion and doing nothing. You're just like them. You're them. You're telling other people, oh, you're a pussy if you don't go and do a mass shooting or attack something or attack innocent people in a mall. You are a pussy. So just stop it. Just stop it. Either that or let me see you. Let me see you on the news. I want to see you on the news within a month. Otherwise, your whole scheme of everybody's a pussy is dead to me. It's completely dead to me. Now, just endorsing lone wolf shooters in itself is completely retarded, and especially if you're a white male. Because if you're endorsing other white males to go out and become lone wolf shooters, all you're doing is putting white people at risk. Because what do you think is going to happen when the Democrats get back in office? You think they're just going to forget about their whole plan of taking out white people because a couple people shot up a mall? Like, really, like, think this stuff through. Don't just spout out, oh, yeah, you're a pussy if you're not a lone wolf shooter. Oh, you better... No, this is 1984. You need to rethink the whole thing. This is not 1776. It's not. It's not. They don't have muskets. What are you going to do? Take your Armalite rifle and shoot down the payload delivery system from space with an Armalite rifle? Get out of here. Like, it sounds funny. It sounds cool when you say it in the video, but it's not realistic at all. And on top of it, you're putting your own people in danger. Because every time one of these guys goes out there and does this lone wolf shooter thing, and it's a white guy, they're like, all white guys are crazy. We got to take the guns from all white guys. And then the white guys that aren't doing it lose their guns too. Because you're sitting here endorsing, oh, it's so cool. Alec Manassian is so cool. And whoever else is so cool. I love them. I worship them. Build a shrine to them. Suck their dick then. Seriously. I mean, I'm not even white, and I'm trying to help white people out. Like, that's not helping white people out. Telling guys to go out and become lone wolf shooters so that when the Democrats get in office, they can take everybody's guns. That's not helping. It's not. I'm sorry. It just isn't. And you can just see the irony of this. Because the whole reason why the police state got this bad in the first place is because American citizens were so afraid of Muslims that they let the government build all this stuff and take away the Fourth Amendment and militarize the police force and all that stuff. And now you've got Muslim women in Democratic offices saying that they want to use the same exact police force that you built up to take out the Muslims to take out white people. And they're justifying it by saying that there's all these lone wolf white terrorists out there that are going to shoot up the place. And now we've got to turn the same police state that you built to take out the Muslims on you. And now they're calling you terrorist. And if you can't see the irony in that, then I don't know if you can see anything at all. I'm sorry. You know, that's just how I see it, looking at it from the outside, looking in. And we can just see how ridiculous the whole situation is. I mean, if you're going to start repealing amendments, you should start from the back to the front. We can't even repeal the 19th, but then Trump's getting ready to repeal the 4th Amendment. They're definitely trying to repeal the 1st and the 2nd Amendment. So why would they do it from front to back instead of back to front? Because the ones in the back probably need to be repealed before the ones in the front. And it's just not happening that way. They're trying to repeal it from front to back. And then you're giving them the justification to do so by telling people to go out there and be a lone wolf shooter. And if they don't do it, they're a pussy. I have more respect for the people that want to raid Area 51, because at least they're going somewhere where they might get shot back at. You know, that's what if you're going to do something like that, if you're going to endorse some violence, I'm not endorsing violence, but why not a police station? Why not a military base? Because you're a pussy? Is that why? Because they'll shoot back at you? Because they're fucking big ass soldiers that have training? Oh, you want to go to a mall and shoot up a bunch of women and children? Yeah, that's what a real man does. Yeah, a real man shoots innocent civilians. And a pussy or a stupid person goes to Area 51 and tries to actually attack the military. Yeah, that's logical. Yeah, that's real logical. So, yeah. That's all I really got to say about that. I'll post some links to the new DARPA challenge for 2020 and some of the older challenges so you can see exactly what the military is working with before you spout off at the mouth about violent revolution and uprising. And then just the fact that somebody that claims to be a white nationalist and all about the white people and the white man endorsing lone shooters is only going to get you guys in more shit, in more trouble. That's it. That's what it is. And then when the Democrats get back in office, you think Trump's going to stay in office forever? No. When the Democrats get back in office, they're going to start saying, oh, look, we got to take all the guns from all the white people because they're endorsing lone wolf shooters and they're becoming lone wolf shooters. So you're not even helping your own people. Just think a little bit more about it before you think about a better plan. Because it's 1984. It's not 1776. So that's all I got for this one. Have a good day and go MGTOW.